Hey guys, Deju22 here, and welcome to Blue Toad Baseball. Just wanted to give you a little bit of baseball music there. And also, hey, what's up, Brian and Brandon? How you guys doing? It's great to be here, and we have two big game twos today, and this is either going to result in one of two things, and that is either both series are going to get closed out, and we're going to go to the World Series, or one, if not both series will continue to a decisive game three. So that is what's at stake in this whole thing. Also, great to see. Well, actually, I already said it. What am I saying? But it is good to have you guys. So, hope all is well. And without any further ado, let me just go over and see. No. Okay, good. Just making sure that we go to this. Yeah, we go to this one. But anyway, so we have Brandon as well as myself on the Houston Astros, as well as Clinton Flippin, who's going to be doing some pitching for the New York Yankees, among others. But I hope everyone's doing well. I sincerely mean that. I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope all is well with your neck of the woods. And if not, I will definitely pray for you. That being said, though, let me get the other players. So this will take a few moments. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Cole Weston. Let me get him. But yeah, like how you guys doing? Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask Brian Happy Meal Hernsberger the question I've been meaning to ask him, but I just forgot to do it last night. But I'll send you a quick DM, just because it's just between the two of us though. So anyway, okay. Let me check on the. Let me see. You're doing good. Awesome. All right. And again, I'll have to send you the DM, especially once the game gets going. All right, now to let uh, Clinton and the other two guys know. So let me get those two guys. And then I'll also get Elmeister and NBN John. And then finally, let me get John really quickly. Okay, now we got it. Let me catch up on the chat here. Watching Scooby Doo and Guess Who. Guess Who? Like like the band known as the Guess Who? Because I do remember. Um, well, actually, I don't. It's not so much I remember, but it's more because I uh, listen to oldies that I have heard about the band known as the Guess Who. Or did you mean to say Scooby Doo, Where Are You? You know, which was the official name of the show, but everyone just called it Scooby Doo for what it was. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But with all that said, now that I have notified those who are in the game, let's get right to it. Let's do it. And then as that happens, I will send the what is it, the DM to Mr. Brian Happy Meal Hernsberger. So okay, I'm gonna select it, and there we go. We got him. So those are the brackets, but there's Clinton Flippin going up against Justin Verlander, and of course John and Elmeister are in the lineup, and of course being that. And of course, Brandon is the DH for this one. I'm in there, and then Cole is the cleanup hitter. But man, what a cleanup hitter he is! So definitely a stacked lineup, either way you look at it.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the New York Yankees
and we are live here in Minute Maid Park.
Again, everyone, Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, winning that first game of the three-game series is so important. It puts the opposition up against the ropes right away, and it allows you to be aggressive going for the win.
And of course, there is the breakdown as to where we are right now, and that is, I am like waiting for your text on Discord. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think it's more easier to do it this way. And it's not really much of a secret, actually. As much as I would like to say that I wanted to give you, and I'm only doing this because, you know, you did have a birthday not that long ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, there you see myself and Brandon, as well as Cole Weston. But of course, it starts with this guy right here. Yeah, yep, okay. So, usually what I do is I want to give those who have been, you know, loyal to, you know, watching the shows, and you've been very loyal. So with that said, and before we get started, here's the first pitch, and we start off with a strike. So it's usually what I do is I give the birthday recipient a choice of a gift, and the gift is almost always, if not always, a stream. Now, the most common thing that I offer is, which game do you want me to do a stream of? So yeah, the most common is, which game would you like me to stream? Or that is, of the games I have in my catalog. Other times I would ask if what is it, especially if the person has a character in a wrestling game, if he wants a title match, things like that. Hey, what's up, Patty? I won't be talking in the chat, using my phone to listen to your older daughter. Oh, Zamis. I gotta meet Zamis one day. But it's great to see you. And Patty, this is the doubleheader, so you're gonna be in the second game, by the way. So yeah, to simplify it, Brian, you'd be picking a game that I have for me to stream, And and in your case, given that you have a character on the roster,
Here comes the
oh,
1-0.
yep. Also, hey, what's up, Wally? And Wally's also going to be in that second game too. And hey, how's it going, AJ? Nice to see you. Nice to see you on a non wrestling stream, but it's great to have you, AJ.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And if you want the full catalog of games I have, I will let you know. But let's see, other things I can give. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I have Mike Wasson in Fire Pro, nor do I have him in. Whoa! Look at that hit! Oh, it goes off the glove! Oh, that was a misplay there. So that's not a hit. Anyway, had to call in to work today. I'm sick. Oh, okay. Or in the case of UFC 4, if you want a character on the roster, just let me know and I'll make it happen. And that's to Brian Happy Meal Hertzberger. I was directing that to. But other than that, anyway, 2 outs and 1 man on base, based on an error. And there's the starting lineup. But I hope you do feel better, AJ, because trust me, it sucks being sick. It really does. It really sucks to be sick. It's not fun. And then Wally's like, "Go Braves."
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Do let me know if I might have to. Whoa, nice shot though. But it goes foul. For a moment, I thought he had a home run right there, but it wasn't. Yet, you've definitely been to every stream, and that's part of the reason I'm offering this. And plus, it was recently your birthday. I can't even talk. Swing and a miss, and that's it. So at the end of 1/2 inning, it is 0-0. All right, so Wally's going to pick Houston to win, and if that happens, Houston will make it to the World Series. And, oh, nice, I got a little snack. But up also next is Clinton Flippin, a.k.a. Clinton McCleary. In his character, he is 1-0 in the postseason. Well, they're going to need a shutout. They're going to need a shutout performance from him because, I mean, the Astros have been darn near unstoppable during this time. All right, a ball to start off with. Also, I'm eating these large rod pretzels. You know, like the pretzel sticks, except they're big. Very good stuff, by the way.
That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher.
All right, so 2-0 is the count. And so far, Clinton having a little bit of trouble with locating his pitches. He's going to have to step that up, otherwise he might not last very long. Swing and a miss. He gets the first strike.
On that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. I seriously do.
That hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And I try to be. I definitely try to be. And unfortunately, Clinton walks Altuve. That's the last guy you want to walk to start off the show.
Generally draw more walks than other guys. This is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned.
So you got a runner at first,
But he just
no
can't
outs.
get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Michael Brantley. Now here's the first offering.
There you see Dusty Baker.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody
The
out.
manager for the Astros. Of course, in real life, they did win the World Series.
Strike taken to throw.
And now, wait, a stolen base attempt, and they got him.
So that was
So they get one
Santiago made throwing from
on Altuve.
he was playing
They throw him out at second.
to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you. So
Unfortunately, Mike Wasson did not have his bonus match. So I will definitely book him on the next show. Blue toe baseball. Blue toe baseball. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Wally does not lack enthusiasm. I can tell you that much.
Down the first base.
Anyway, hits it foul.
Ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He's
Well, now Clinton can just simply focus on Brantley as he now has a 1-2 advantage. Fouls it away. Still 1-2.
He did a good job just to make contact. The 1-2 pitch.
And, well, it goes off of him. Can they get the play? No, they do not.
Now the stadium's attention turns back.
Oh, hopefully Clinton's okay. I mean, he did get hit.
Looked like he really left himself open.
Hey, what's up, Jamar? Looking forward to Jackbox party games. Okay.
Too much here. It's looking at this
Yeah, that's one of the games I do have there, Brian. Oh, that's right. Wally, I was about to ask. I know that your birthday's coming up.
former first rounder Alex Bregman.
And I mean, if that's the birthday gift that you like, I can make that happen.
First shot for him here with a
Oh,
runner at first.
Probably next time. Yep, absolutely. Definitely next time. And if not, I mean, you do have your title defense at in TJ's house.
Hit to short.
Hits it to second. Oh, what?
He's unable to
What?
get it in. And he'll move up to third.
Wow, a big error on the part of the shortstop.
Pitcher got the result he was looking for.
All you have to do is make a play.
Gets him to hit it on the ground. But
Yep,
obviously
definitely.
wasn't what he wanted.
Excuse me.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up
Of course, I will announce it at least a week ahead of time. And then I'll ask Wally if that's a good time, or if I have to move it to like Sunday or Saturday, whatever it happens to be. So I'll let you know, Wally.
0-2 now is a curveball.
Oh, and also let me know what party pack.
up right here. He'd love
I believe there's now 9 party packs now. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, let me know about let me know about that one though. Anyway, Clinton is in a bit of trouble. He has 1 out, and the runner's on the corners, and well, make that 2 outs and a strikeout.
Get that runner home from third.
So now he's got 2 outs, and he can get the play at second as well as at first.
score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
All right, so Carlos Correa up next.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that
Well, it looks like Clinton is starting to finally warm up now, and if that's the case, then Houston's going to have a much difficult time trying to hit the ball. That even includes myself, as I'm on Houston's team. Anyway, he's got a brother.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Yep, absolute. Okay, so there has been 9 party packs. All right,
Here's the 0-2.
but yeah, just let me know what party pack you intend to want to have, and a pop up, and that's going to end the first. So Clinton was in a bit of trouble there, but they managed to get themselves out of it. And at the end of 1, it is 0-0.
Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo.
Hey, what's up, Joker? And of course, Joker, you're going to be in that in the second game of the doubleheader.
Take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
Brother Slim.
Ball and a strike.
Oh, he's got that beautiful
I knew a Slim in the form of Slim Kirby.
he is, and he has
Like before I was ever
behind the count at times.
a streamer, I used to be a Let's Player on YouTube.
1-1.
And hey, how's it going, Joshua?
Now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1
Anyway,
now.
but brother Joshua, how you doing, man?
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
Anyway, 2-2 is the count, and right now it is 0-0 early in this game at the top of the second, and now it's 1 out with a strikeout from Verlander.
So valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the
Maybe on a weekend. Awesome.
hard to pick up,
All right.
and it's even
8.
harder to
Oh, you mean Party Pack 8? You mean? Unless you're talking about a marathon, then oof. Okay.
In now, John. As Verlander jumps ahead of him.
Although I think it's easier to do if I decide to do it on OBS as opposed to, on PS4. Because then on PS4 I would have to switch out games and stuff like that. So it's like,
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1
because I carried the team on my back in the last game with hitting 2 home runs. Yeah, you did.
balls and strikes as Mr. Mike
Yeah,
Phillips.
Joker definitely hit 2 home runs.
One of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I
And,
judge him
whoa,
today,
goes
he'll be
down the middle.
consistent. Can I count on him? Mike
And he's going to try to get second, and he does. Great hit there.
As we look again at that double,
And
you can
I didn't see who hit that.
right out of the box.
I believe that was
Line, and that was some great hustle.
I believe that was Elmeister. No wait,
Himself a double.
I mean good run in there. 11. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was not Elmeister. That was Mbia John. This is Elmeister.
Called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
So now New York has a runner on second with an out. And for Elmeister, for him to get out of the slump, now would be a good time to try to go for a hit. Last game he was 0-3 with a strikeout, so he would love to get off the slump that he's in currently.
Leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Makes the throw
Well,
to first.
swing and a miss, and the catcher dropped the ball. That was Cole Weston, so they had to throw him out, and they did. Well, there's the bracket, and as you can see, Atlanta needs only 1 win to advance to the World Series, as do
Starting to heat up here as we
the Houston Astros. So the other teams will have to get a win here in order to extend it to a decisive Game 3.
So now here is Gary Sanchez.
Well, I haven't decided that, Joker.
He's set and the pitch. 2 out here.
But But yeah, but as for Brian Happy Meal Hertzberger, I wonder if you have decided what game would you like me to stream. Not next week because I already have plans for that, but the following week. Exactly. It is going to be ugly because it takes one win to do. Well, it gets fouled away. But yeah, it takes one win to change everything. Too high. 3-1. And he ends up walking Gary Sanchez, so he gets on board with a walk. Hey, Joshua, are you coming out of retirement? Retirement? Since when did Joshua retire? All right. Yeah, Joker, what do you mean by coming out of retirement? I don't recall him ever going in retirement in the first place. Oh, retired from Blue Toad Wrestling? No, I always had him, but he's been inactive. But other than that, I still have him on the show. All right, well, coming up next is myself and Brandon Cuevas. Due up. But no, I still do have Joshua on the roster. About Fire Pro? Oh, you mean you want you want your birthday gift to have me do a show on Fire Pro, Brian? Because I can do that. Of course, I have to get ready for it, but at least I'll have 2 weeks to get it ready. From now until then. And, ooh, nice hit there, but I did not hit it far enough. One down. Anyway, there's the defense for the Yankees. I mean, of course, you have 2 Golden Glove winners, and then you have, you know, Elmeister, John, Aaron Judge, among others. Okay. Well, they get the out at first. 1 or 2 down, actually. Okay. I will do that. I will do Fire Pro, so I'm going to get it ready. And like I said, it won't be next weekend. It'll be the weekend after that. So I'll have that much time to get it ready. Definitely. And then Wally says, "Hey, Joker."
Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
And a swing and a miss by Brandon Cuevas. And of course, Clinton, he's got control of this situation here. Well, he fouls, or not fouls it off. He does get it. But they still manage to get him at first. That's the end of the second. And at the end of 2, it is 0-0. Well, I might Joker, but that's not for me alone to decide. To come out of retirement or to go into retirement. I'm hoping it's more, you know, coming out than it is going in.
got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner.
Anyway, now the count is up to 2-1.
Do anything with it.
Oh, good hit, but fouled away.
Pulled off to the left side. 2-2.
Up too low and too outside.
Well, you don't see
I
it
need to
all
get
that
trained
often.
more. Ah, okay.
Good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first.
We'll have his brother with him. I have to make room. Like, I have to decide who to take out before I bring him in. Brian. Oh. So, Joker is challenging you to a match in which he is putting up the championship against you in an Iron Man match.
Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch.
So, he's challenging you.
Now the 1-0.
All right. Well, right now it's 1 down,
Fly ball
and he lifts it into left field, but I'm right there to make the play.
The catch for the out.
2 down.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge.
Well, actually, it's not from EA Sports. In fact, this is the one game they don't make.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Gotta do
I mean, they used to do it back in the day, back in the
Now the 1-0.
early to mid
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
2000s, but they kind of stopped that. It was called MVP Baseball, but they ended that series. So this is the only series or the only sport
Third inning, no score.
other than NBA's 2K series in which EA does not have the right to make.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tried to.
So the only ones they do are hockey and
Pause is that strike 3.
and football, and then of course UFC. Although UFC is really more or less its own thing.
No score.
But at the end of 2.5, it is still 0-0. But each team has 2 hits. I can't talk.
Now at the plate is number 27. Who's ready for
All right, well, number 9 is Cole Weston. And this is the one guy you have to avoid.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
No worry, Joshua. In fact, take as much time in character as you need to get in shape.
Change up low, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're
Also, Joshua, are you trying to get in shape in terms of cardio or in terms of like muscle? Because, not to say that you weren't in good shape before then,
Great right here if he was able to work himself on base.
or is it more or less a little bit of both? I'm just curious. That's all. Anyway, 3-0 is the count, and while I don't blame Clinton for not wanting to pitch to him.
Hit hard on the ground towards second.
Oh, nice play there by Elmeister. Great play there by Elmeister. I mean, that was well hit, but he got it. Yep, Elmeister read it perfectly. He gets his hand on the glove, or the ball on the glove, I should say, and then makes the play at first. Great play. Muscle strength. So you're trying to get some guns, like, and by guns I mean this. So,
Runs a bit inside for ball 1.
like, this is what you're trying to get big. Yeah, he read it like a book. Absolutely. So, I mean, that's a great play. Great play there by Elmeister.
Now the 1-0.
Anyway, back to the top of the order, and oh man, and Altuve just got a ball to his butt. Well, no buts about it. He gets to go to first base. Look at this. Or actually a little bit above the butt, but still, no buts about it. But
And here's
but
the
oh,
left-handed hitting Michael
I
Brantley.
know there's hardly no fighting in
Striking
baseball.
the knees, it's 0 and
Like
1.
it'd be cool if you could, choose to fight, but then again, that would get you suspended,
Steps to first with 1 out.
and then the following game, like if you're a pitcher, you lose your next start, but if you're an everyday player, then you lose the next game.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now.
Yeah, that is just poor aiming, really.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 0-2 once more. Lifted down the
Oh,
line.
good hit there. And is it going to stay fair? Yes, it does. And it's a ground rule double.
Hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring
He,
their first
he manages to hit it, keep it fair.
quickly when it hopped
Yep,
over the
it
wall.
stays fair, but then it bounces into the seats, and that's good enough for a ground rule double.
And the next guy is going to have to be the one to
And worse yet, you have runners at second and third.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip.
So now Clinton has got to be careful here. The last thing you want to do is give Houston a lead, and it very well becomes a lead that they never relinquish.
Hey, that was
Yeah, absolutely. This is not good for the Yankees, though.
You give this hitter count leverage, he probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count, he's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
And
Fouls it away.
foul
1 and 2.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Got him swinging.
And then,
Chasing
well, he went, but he couldn't hold back.
I think that's
And that got called a strikeout. So Clinton,
check swing appeal.
he's got one down, but he's got to do another one.
And I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first
The
base.
Yankees suck anyway. Well, that wasn't always the case. I mean, after all, they did win 27 championships, but they haven't won it since 2009. In the bullpen
Stretch, here's the pitch.
or bull bend war bump. Yep.
Speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
In fact, let's take a look at how many pitchers. Okay, 43. That's not bad, but it could definitely be better
The 1-0.
as far as Clinton is concerned.
Swung on.
And then a swing and a miss, and they'll have to run or they'll have to throw it at first to get him out, and they do. Well, that was close. Another close call
Back with more
for Clinton.
season baseball. In
But now I have to think that if the Yankees are going to win this, they got to put some runs on the board. They got to.
Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian,
And of course, these are the voiceovers. I mean, you have Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, and so yeah, I will say that MLB The Show does a great job with
pitch on the way.
the broadcasting.
Carlos Stanton will stand in for a second time here as he swings
So far, Stanton has not done pretty well in the playoffs. Well, he'll have to turn it around because right now it's just not working out.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well.
How was my day?
Having
Oh,
good
man.
off-speed pitches.
I definitely had a nice time at church. I went to church today.
Another 0-2.
I always go to church every Sunday.
Been really on
So after I came back, relaxed a little bit, but I did say that I was going to do this doubleheader, which I'm doing right now, and I'm kind of curious, AJ. Like besides wrestling, What other sports do you like to watch? If not, would you like to participate in? Because I do have, the likes of Patty Chase and Crushing Kelly, among others, that are in the series. Um, but I also do other sports other than or not baseball, sorry, basketball. Basketball is the only game in the series that I do not have, or I did have it, but I discontinued it just because of how cumbersome it was. You like to play golf and baseball. Okay, so would you like to have a spot in the show for MLB The Show? But I also imagine you like playing Mario Golf and among like real life golf. A pop up, and that's one down with one on base. All right, well here's MBN John, who got himself a double in the second. So let's see if he can do some damage with at least a runner, if not get him close. Anyway, I don't have the game or character made for baseball, sadly. No worries, I could just make your character. You would just have to tell me, or actually what I would have to do is probably go and look at your character, Diamond Sky, get her measurements, and then just build a character off of her, really. Of course, given that this game only lets you make men, of course what I would have to do is quote unquote give you the Mulan treatment. If you remember in the movie Mulan, Mulan disguised herself as a man to fight in the army. So that's what I mean by giving somebody the Mulan treatment, which I can do. And here's your buddy Elmeister. Look at him. Look how small he is. But then again, he packs a big punch, I can tell you that much. You're a guy in real life, and you just wanted to make a female superstar. I don't know if Jet knows that. Whoa! And he hits it, but the brat broke, and they got the force at second. Wow! That just goes to show you how powerful Elmeister is. Look at this. He's so powerful that he ends up breaking the bat.
So stepping in is Carlos Correa. Fly down in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1.
But no, but I have to say, you did a great job with Diamond Sky. Because Diamond Sky was awesome. Like the creation. I just want to. Oh, okay. So, okay, Jet Strike the guy, or the character, wanted a GF. I could dig that. Anyway, next up is Carlos Correa at the plate, but yeah, I certainly did not know that. But then what would AJ the player be? Like, what would AJ look like? Would he have the same build, more or less, like Diamond Sky, or would AJ be a completely different person altogether? If I was to make AJ the character. I'm just curious. But anyway, that was a great hit there. Good hit. Good base hit single there. Different. I'm short. And, oh, I almost got the... Nice double play there. I'll tell you one thing. If the Yankees are going to win this game, they're going to have to win with defense. Steps on the bag, gets the tag at second, and they get 2 for the price of 1. Great play there by the Yankees as they empty the bases with 2 outs. I'm short, but I can hit hard, though. So more or less you'd be the same size as Elmeister, maybe a little bit taller than him. And plus I'll have to make you fast too, because it's like nobody can catch me. Nah, just kidding. But I can imagine you can hit. I mean, after all, I mean, how does Diamond Sky hit hard? You know, like how does she hit Asuka hard? She had to have learned it from somebody. I, anyway, I am just joking about that last part though, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, I am short IRL, so it's not like I don't know. You know, get some runs, Houston, but I respect the Yankees. Yeah, but I mean, I'm relatively short too, so I know what it's like to come up short. And just so you know, I am just making fun of myself. You know, it's better to ridicule yourself than it is to ridicule others. You know, but no, it is really nice. That is really nice of you, Wally, to say that you respect the Yankees.
At the plate now is Gary Sanchez. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Now here's the pitch. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is...
And, ooh, nice base hit single. And good move there by the umpire to let the ball go under his legs. And just like that, the Yankees get their first hit. Anyway. See, there's... Okay.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. I had to fix something here.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Although I am kind of curious, like, where did Amy Rose come from when it came to being a favorite character? Because I can tell you right now, my favorite character was Tails, and still is Tails. Just because he reminds me of me when I was, you know, a young lad. Anyway. Yeah, yep, definitely. Joshua definitely hits different. Anyway, a pop out, and 1 down. But yeah, Tails, I like Tails because he reminded me of me when I was a kid. I mean, I don't even need to ask Jetstrike why his favorite character is Sonic, because, you know, Sonic is a man. I mean, what else can I say? But I will say that Amy, I like Amy just for the fact that, you know, she is very caring, and although sometimes she does put herself in trouble, all for the sake of Sonic, or to be rescued by Sonic sometimes. But it is what it is.
Here's another 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult.
I mean, you also hit when, you know, speaking of getting, or hitting, I should say. Because I remember there were several seasons in the Madden series where you got to be the linebacker. You definitely hit hard then as well. So yeah, there's a lot of hitting going around. But not when it comes to Justin Verlander, as he gets another strikeout. His 8th. 8 strikeouts for him.
Stands in now, and he fouls this one off. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
All right, so 2 outs already with the runner at first. And oh, was able to hold back just enough to get a ball.
Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. 2 out with a man at first. Fouled away.
Fouls it away. 2-2. Favorite character is Bowser.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. Fouled off.
I mean,
Hey, last 2 pitches
Mike
back
Watson
to
won't
back,
come
we'll
alone at
see that
TJ's
he laid
house.
on the fastball. He could pretty much do
Well,
anything
I'll
he
see what I
wants
can
right
do.
there on the mound.
Now a ball rolls
And
to second.
a dribbler,
Right there.
but they get the out at first. And at the end of literally half the game,
No errors. 1
it
man
is
left on.
still 0-0.
Coming up.
Hey, how's it going, Carol?
Score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he
And then
mentioned
Wally's like, hey, Carol.
discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact.
This is another good friend of mine.
As a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition.
Brian saying hello to Carol as well.
All right, thanks.
But yeah, Bowser, without a doubt, the most classic villain of all the classic villains from the
Brandon Cuevas.
Mario series.
He's set and the pitch.
Fouls it away does Brandon. And of course, Clinton realizing that Brandon is not a slouch when it comes to, being a hitter.
Here comes the 1-1.
A swing and a miss.
Here is it's 2.
I mean, the best thing for Clinton to do is to get him to chase.
And he'll lay off the
Of course, he wasn't going to chase something that low.
even now at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Hard line
And an
drive.
opposite field hit,
Try, but it's out of his reach
and they limit him to just a single. Great hit there by Brandon Cuevas.
This is obvious.
Gets his first hit.
Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Was able to hit it the other way with a cutter. And now here comes Cole Weston.
plate now, number 27. Pitch
And now Brandon going to try to steal, and he does. A stolen base by Brandon Cuevas.
The offense has been in
I'll give Brandon credit. He read it perfectly.
another way to generate some runs.
Yeah, I don't think
And sure, he's not the fastest guy, but was fast enough there.
we've seen any home run,
So now Brandon puts himself in scoring position for Cole Weston to make a play at the bat. 2-0.
These spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Outside and low, 3-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Anyway, a swing and a miss, and 3-1 is the count. But flipping, Clinton.
And he takes ball 4.
Well, he ends up walking
Getting on base is
Weston, but if anything, that was probably for the best that he did that because, well,
Give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of
better you walk him than give him a hit that goes out of the park.
digging in. Jose Altuve. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
There's there you see the mascot Orbit.
From the stretch.
and pops it up.
LeMahieu shading to his right. He's got it one away.
2 down, or 1 down, I should say. Excuse me, but a pop up. And here's Michael Brantley, who has gone 2 for 2, and if Clinton is going to get out of this unscathed, he's going to have to find a way to get an out. One way or the other. I mean, he already has a single and a double, so he only just needs a triple and a home run to get the cycle.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a
All right, so 2-1 is the count.
job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Yeah, and you have to think that if, if the Yankees are going to win, they're going to have to keep it 0-0 until they can find a way to get a score. That may very well be their only hope.
2-2. This is hit high in the
Although
air.
Brantley pops it up.
Center fielder on the run. He gets there.
And, ooh, great throw at third to keep the runner at second. All right, so 2 outs and runners at first and second.
1 for 2. He singled and struck out.
But yeah, that was just a great play there by the center fielder to keep the runner at second.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
And a dribbler, but foul.
2 down, runners at first and second. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a liner.
All right, fouls it away,
The foul ball. 1-2
and it's
to
now
go.
1-2 is the count.
1-2. Here it is.
And a bit too low and a bit too outside. 2-2.
3-2.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody has scored yet. You have to think that whoever can score first, puts themselves in a great opportunity. Fouls it away, still 2-2. But now Clinton is up to 76 pitches. I mean, if he hits a home run, it'll be huge.
And this one's in the dirt.
All right, so in the dirt, and it's now a full count.
Ready with the payoff pitch.
Still foul.
Comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
78 pitches, man. Look at this.
The payoff pitch. Bounce towards the
And he hits it right to Elmeister, who makes up the distance, and they get the out at first.
dash in.
And with that, it is still 0-0 at the end of 5.
2 men left on. We're through 5 here.
Although I will have to say, the attention to detail,
No score.
like the presentation, looks pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. And it is what it is. It's not perfect, but it looks great.
Now the first pitch.
But now, Aaron Judge at the plate,
Pop up off toward the first base.
and
Number
where is he?
27.
Oh, well, there's the ball.
1 away.
And there you see Cole Weston in his sweet hair.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
But yeah, so far, the Yankees just cannot get a string of hits, or at least in good enough position to, score a run.
On its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
You gotta love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You can steal that first strike and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
And he
Fouls away.
behind 0-2.
0-0.
Verlander gets the sign. Here's the delivery. And he
And a strikeout again for Verlander, his 9th.
Really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball
1-0 is the count so far. And now we have Joey Gallo. And he's 0 for 2. Anyway, someone will score, otherwise we'll be forced to call it. Actually, not really. It'll just go into extra innings. That's what will happen. Although, hit right to the first baseman, and they get the out, and just like that, it is 5.5 innings, and it's still 0-0. No, the only time I'll ever call it is if one team gets ahead by like 10 runs, and the other team is unable to get to it. Then yeah, I'll definitely call it. But that's only ever happened one time, and that was the time that the Pittsburgh Pirates went up against the Washington Nationals, and the Nationals just beat the tar out of them so badly early on that I ended up having to call that game. And swing and a miss, he went golfing, but. And speaking of golfing, how's your golf game, AJ? Because I used to play golf when I was like a much younger, when I was a youngster. And of course, I did that when it was for fun, but yeah, I mean, how is golf treating you? Like how is it fun, or because the only golf I've ever played so far, or lately, was like mini golf. I'm just curious, that's all. All right, so 3-1 is the count against Kyle Tucker. Well, make it a full count now. Yeah, he definitely needs a rest, but that's why the Yankees they need all the help they can get, man. He hits it, but not far enough as MBN John covers the distance, and they get the first out of the 6th, or the bottom of the 6th, though. It'll never end. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have been to extra innings before.
First pitch of the AB now.
Count 1-0.
Hits it right to the shortstop. This time gets a much cleaner play on it, and they get the out at first. 2 down. All right, well, here's me, and so far my character is 0-6. I have still yet to get a hit. So it's up to me for TJ Toad to get the job done.
First offering.
1-0.
In fact, the last hit was a home run, and that was to tie the game in the third and deciding game of the divisional series against the Detroit Tigers. But in this case, I still ground out, and I ground out to Elmeister, and he gets me out at first. And at the end of 6, it is still 0-0. 5 hits for the Astros, 3 for the Yankees, but no runs to show for it.
And now in the box, John.
And you know what? Speaking of John, there he is.
Already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Yeah,
First pitch on its way.
we're approaching that point.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
And as for Verlander, he's almost getting tired himself. He's at 86 pitches. Whoa, we got the corner. I'm surprised that was called a strike.
Standing so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been
And yeah, too low and too far outside. Yeah, he wasn't going to swing at that one. Yep, too outside again and too low. Yeah, I will say this though, John is a very smart young man. And that's 3 straight pitches in which it was too far out. I mean, if he was expecting John to chase that, then Verlander was sadly mistaken. So yeah, third and 2, or 3 and 2, excuse me. And he hits this high, and is it far enough? No, a little bit more to the left, and that might have been a home run. But he gave it a ride though. Well, next up is Elmeister, 0-2. By the way, how is everything going with you and Elmeister, AJ? I was just curious though, and Elmeister too gives this one a ride, but not very far. Yes, I do know that Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley won the Rumble, and of course most people predicted, and it was well received that Rhea Ripley won the match. And what a shot this could be, I believe. It's out of here. Gary Sanchez hits it into left field. We're going to see where that baby went, but Verlander may have just left it open, and that's how he got it. Let's see what happened here. Great warm weather, awesome, but let's see, where did this go? Whoa, it went out of the stadium. So now the Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And of course, Justin Verlander, much like Clinton as well, he's starting to tire out now. So now the Yankees ahead by 1. Swing and a miss. So Christian Javier and Phil Maton both warming up in the bullpen. Hits it the other way. And now the Yankees are starting to figure him out.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high
6 innings and 2/3 and 96 pitches. And here's DJ LeMahieu, who has been 0-7 through this entire series, including 0-3 tonight. Yeah, they broke the scoreless curse, so now it's just a matter of can they hold on. Yep, the Yankees are winning, but it's you still have 2 more innings after this, or rather 2.5. And almost got hit there.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with this release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The set and the 1-0.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. And now Verlander is now at 98 pitches. I will get a home run today. Awesome. Ball 2.
Yeah, he's grinded this one out, and he's got a chance to get through 7 strong innings, Dan. That's got to light the bullpen up.
And he hits it high, but not deep enough. But the damage was done. 1-0 Yankees. By the very skin of their teeth, Jamar. And it was thanks to Gary Sanchez. Yeah, left it a bit too high on the plate. And Sanchez was all too happy to take that and smack it out of the park. All right, we're going to start with Yuli Gurriel.
Try and get something started in the home half.
Now, Clinton is at 89 pitches at this point. Yeah, do a pitcher change. Like, are you directing this to New York or Houston, Wally sign? Well, as far as New York is concerned, they have. I can never pronounce Jonathan's name, but then there's also Chad Green as well. I always forget to pronounce that young man's name. Anyway, gets one on the bottom corner. Does Clinton. I say both. Fair point. Well, I have to think that after this half inning, going into the eighth, both teams will have their setup pitcher. Lately baseball has had, pitchers that pitch exclusively in the eighth inning, unless of course their, starter is doing well, or if they have a reliever that's acing it, or if the game is so out of reach that it does not even matter, then great. But most of the time, they have an eighth inning pitcher, known as the setup pitcher. And great distance covered by Elmeister. And I mentioned before that while Elmeister does not have a cannon for an arm, he more than makes up for it by being able to use his speed to cover the length of the infield, or at least his half of it. So great play there by Elmeister. 1 for 2 is Brandon Cuevas. He hits this one, but it hooks foul.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. He pulls this one
He hits it.
deep to right center field.
Oh, wow. He gave it a ride, but it fell a little bit short.
Next up is number
Great hit, though, but just a little bit short. But now this is the guy that you got to worry about. And that man is Cole Weston.
first pitch on its way.
And he hits it the other way, but he hits it right to the shortstop, and he makes the catch, and that's the end of the seventh inning. And at the end of 7, it is 1-0 New York.
Christian Javier has been summoned from the
Christian Javier. Now this man is the setup pitcher. That's the guy who pitches exclusively in the 8th, save for a few occasions, but this is the setup man.
Now it'll be Anthony Rizzo. He grounded out last time up.
And the setup pitcher is just as important as the closer. Really, he is.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ooh, good hit, but foul. Okay. So now it's an even count, 2-2.
Now the 2-2.
Yep, they can add to their lead right here, like this, as well as the next top half of the 9th inning as well. But yeah, they have the lead, so as you say, they can add up to it. But unfortunately, they could not with that one, as Javier gets his first strike out. So with 100 pitches and 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, and only 1 earned run to 5, as well as 5 hits. So not a bad performance there by Verlander, but he gave up the only run. Yeah, if they can hold on to this lead, then they will indeed force a game 3. But on the other hand, if they blow it, it's over. Swing and a miss.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swing and a miss again. I will say this, though. Oh, Pedro Baez and Phil Maton. I believe Phil Maton is the closer for... Or, I'm sorry, he's not the closer. I'm sorry. Those are the guys that you pitch out when your team is behind, rather than when they're ahead. Yeah, indeed, they got to clutch it. However, Javier is doing his job as he gets 2 consecutive strikeouts. So yeah, Javier is doing his job. So now it's a matter of, can the Yankees, hit off of him? And so far they have not been able to. And pops it up. And that's the end of 7.5. So now the Astros have this and the next inning in order to tie, if not go ahead. But yeah, those were some good strikeouts by Javier. So he did his part. But as far as Jose Altuve is concerned, he is 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Actually, as a matter of fact, he has a walk and got hit by pitch a couple of moments ago. And now, wait a minute. Do my eyes deceive me? I see Zach Britton up there, but Clinton is still in the game. Why is he still in the game? Wow, Clinton is still in the game. I mean, at some point, well, I just hope he knows what he's doing, but... And then there's Iron Smasher saying, sus, sus. What's up, man? Well, he gets the strikeout, but they'll have to throw him out. They do. They got that one. So that's Clinton's 5th strikeout. But yeah, like Walter said earlier, they got to do a pitch change, but he was able to get Jose Altuve out, so no harm, no foul. All right. So 1-1 is the count. Once again, you have Michael Brantley, and Clinton is still in the game. I'm shocked that he's still in there, and he's still doing good. But yeah, eventually he's gonna have to come out eventually. So yeah, he's gonna have to come out at some point. But right now, he's doing pretty well. Ball 2. Oh, fouled away, but it's a foul out. Strikeout number 6.
Yeah, that was really well executed. That classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg.
Yeah, he fouled it off the bat, but if it's fouled, it's a foul tip out. That's what it is. It's a foul tip strikeout.
plate, Alex Bregman. As he'll swing at the
Hits it the other way,
into right center field. That's a base hit.
but John manages to keep it a single rather than a double.
Magic or something.
And again, John, much like Elmeister, he can cover the field with his speed.
He's gotten outs when he's needed them. He seems to be really comfortable.
I mean, sure, he's not as fast as Elmeister, but
That up over several
he's fast enough. Well, now finally they decide to, relieve
Motion for his bullpen.
Clinton, but Clinton had a great performance,
So he'll depart with the lead and a chance
giving up a couple of hits, but never giving up a run.
for the tying run at first. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
So Double L coming in. Well, let's see how he does the rest of this half inning here.
Kyle Tucker.
He has 2 outs to his name, so we'll see how he does.
Has a look, now the pitch. As he'll wait out a
Oh,
breaking
gets
pitch
the
here.
inside part of the plate.
Strike one.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Bregman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
A bit too high on that last pitch. 1-1.
And that misses 2-1.
Quite a bit. That was too far outside. So that's a ball. I mean, you got to make him swing at something like that. 2 and 2. Hits it the other way, and it stays fair.
Get by him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball.
But a great throw to keep the runner at second. But a good hit there by Tucker. Anyway. No, they're not to be underestimated, although right now
His guys are looking
the Astros are making a run at it.
board with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
All right, so 1-0.
Points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Okay. 2-0 is the count.
The 2-0.
Runners at second and first.
A swing and
Or
a
first and
shot.
second, and a huge hit!
Fair ball.
This could tie the game.
The
And
runner
it does.
second.
It's now tied at 1-1.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the
And Houston is finally on the board, but a great hit there by Carlos Correa.
good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in
I mean,
the
back-to-back hits in the left field. And now, look who's up next. It's your boy, Toad.
Into the box, number 36.
I mean, what a huge thing it would be for me to blow this game open, man.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1.
Yep, this is definitely a baseball game, without question. And fouled off. 1 and 2.
2 down, runners at first and second. He got it.
Swing and a miss by yours truly, and I still cannot get the job done.
Big time strike.
However, the Astros do tie the game.
Out of the jam. Game 2 coverage rolls
And of course, he cannot be too happy. Well, I mean, he was happy about the strikeout, but he wasn't happy about giving up the lead. And now it's tied at 1-1. And Javier is still in the. Oh, that's right, because now it's a tie game. The closer, he's in the bullpen warming up, but right now, because the team is, but because it's a tie game, the setup man is still in the I can't even talk. The setup man is still on the mound. I can't even talk. Hey, Crushing Kelly and LD, what's up? And of course, Crushing Kelly, you're gonna be in the next game upon the conclusion of this one. Oh, and he thought that was a walk, but it's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Now it's a full count. Ah, okay, cool, TJ.
We'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing.
Foul off. Swing and a miss. One down. A third strikeout for Javier. And here's MBN John. Yankees could definitely use a big hit from him. Ooh, try to hold on, but he gets a strike. 1-1. Fouls it off.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be
and got caught looking. 2 down. And a fifth strikeout for Javier. And then Wally's like, hey, Kelly. All right, well, up next at the plate is Elmeister, who is 0 for 3, but if he can come up with a huge hit, then all will be forgiven, I can tell you that much. Or at the very least, try to get on base.
And he takes a cold strike, too.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Hits it the other way and hits it right to the third baseman, and they get the out at first. So at the end of 8.5, it is 1-1. So here's the situation. If the Yankees can keep it a 1-1 tie at the end of the next half inning, we will go into extra innings. But if the Astros can score 1 run, at least 1 run, the game is over, and Houston not only wins the game, but they win the series. And they go to the World Series. Zach Britton and Darren O'Day. And of course, being that the score is tied, the closer is not coming out. So the setup man is still pitching.
And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
3-1. And on deck is Brandon Cuevas. I mean, what it would be for him, what it would mean for him to be the hero in this game. But 3-1. Hits it the other way.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
However, Yuri Gurriel gets a walk, and that's just as good, if not bad, depending on which team you're rooting for. But either way, it's as good or bad as a walk, or as a hit, excuse me. Well, here comes Darren O'Day. And we'll see how he does against Brandon Cuevas.
Will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch.
You got to get a good run going. This is for all the marbles. Yep, absolutely.
Seems to be effective with what he's doing. The 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch.
Ooh, nice foul off, but foul nonetheless. 1-2.
Now the 1-2 pitch. So 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2 now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and
But I mean, you have to think the pressure is squarely on the shoulders of the Yankees at this point.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
And now the count is full, and look who's at bat. Cole Weston. The man with the largest arms in the world, brother. Although Brandon's no slouch himself.
Ripped down the line.
Hit, fouls it the other way.
Foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Now the count is full.
Ready with another 2-strike off.
Fouls it off again.
Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Fouled away.
Pops it up, but it goes foul. 8 pitches at this at bat here, man.
Ready with another 2-strike offering.
It's it the other way, but it goes foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Too low, and Cuevas gets to go to first on a walk. That's 2 consecutive walks given up.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't
In fact, Cole does not even need to hit a home run. All he has to do is hit a double, and it's it.
strike zone.
That's it.
Called a free pass.
You know.
Digging in. The switch hitter.
However, Cole has been
John hitless.
hitless in this entire series, 0 for 5 overall.
That would matter if he could come
Well, that is 0 for 5 with a walk in the 5th.
Here's the first pitch. The 1-0.
Ooh, good hit, but fouled away.
Pulled it a little.
1-1.
Possible winning run on second. No
All it takes is one bad pitch, and it's over.
fouled off.
Fouls it away. 1-2.
1-2 hole.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
2-2 count. To
Lets
the
it go.
first.
2-2.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
And 2 inside, and that's 3-2.
well, no doubt in
I
my
mean,
mind.
another walk, and that's going to load the bases. So
So far.
O'Day does not have very many options left,
A possible winning run on second.
other than to try to get a strikeout.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2.
And he hits it right to the third baseman. And they get how many outs? They got 2 outs. Well, now they have an option here. And one of those options could be to walk Altuve or to just simply pitch at him. But if you pitch at him and he hits a single, it's over. So what are they going to do here? Looks like they're going to pitch to him.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Not close. It's 2-0.
2-0 is the count.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The 2-0.
Fouls it away. I'll tell you what, though, if O'Day can somehow find a way to get the third out, the Yankees still have a chance.
Find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Foul it away.
Full count, 3-2.
And now the count is full again.
He set the payoff pitch.
Swing and a miss, and Altuve strikes out.
To the chance of hitting that one.
That was huge from O'Day.
Astros lead 1. Score remains
And now we go into extra innings with the Yankees to go up first.
We are into
And up next is Gary Sanchez, the man who provided the one run that New York has.
You see a first pitch changeup hit out of
And Javier still at the plate, or at the mound rather.
looking for the changeup of that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
All right, so 0-2 is the count for Sanchez. But I will say this, though. Darren O'Day, it looked for a moment like he was going to, go out. But instead, the person that just got out was Gary Sanchez. One down.
I really like the pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Gio Urshela. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
All right, so 2-0 is the count for Urshela. Ooh, good hit, but foul.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Another good hit, but again, just continues to foul it. If he could just straighten it out, that'll be a home run. Swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout.
You know what was really impressive to me?
And that's his 6th for Christian Javier.
2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the
And
next
again, you have DJ LeMahieu who is 0 for 4.
LeMahieu.
Well, you might have to make it 0 for 5 as he pops it up. And we once again go to the bottom. In this case, the bottom of the 10th. It's still 1-1. And now the Astros once again have another opportunity to win with a walk-off.
Clay Holmes comes on to start the
All right, well, coming up next is Clay Holmes.
the 11th inning. Step Stepping in once again is Michael Brantley. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. It's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll launch a breaking ball that comes
And first pitch strike.
corner for strike one.
I mean, Joshua, I don't even need to tell you this. Whoa, nice hit!
Lands in for a base
And it
hit.
drops.
3 for 5 in this one.
All right, so they get the opening base hit.
Safely here in extra innings.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base.
Hit it right down the middle.
Where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little net
And
league
although John can cover the field, he wasn't able to get to that ball that dropped fast enough.
so the American League, it's nasty.
And now you have a pinch runner in Chaz McCormick. Interesting. And then crushing Cadillacs like, hiya, LD.
Into the box now. Alex.
Oh, no, wait, he's going to...
He'll take a break.
Well, for a moment I thought he was going to bunt, but instead he gets...
Winning run is at first base.
Wait, what happened there? Okay, that was kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. All right, 1-0.
And he'll try
He
to
bunts
get
it.
the winning run into scoring position as he puts
And they get the out at first,
There's one on the
but not the out at second. They tried to go for a squeeze play, but it was not good enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, McCormick got injured. So,
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter.
oh, that's going to suck, though, especially...
Go nuts and
especially if, should the Astros make it to the World Series, they will not have McCormick to help them. The little one speak out.
here's the first pitch.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that
You know what?
two-seam. It's
I know what the little ones want. They want ice. They want ice cream, or as they say, ice cream. So let me get that. There's some ice cream, as the little kids say.
There goes Bregman off of first.
Swing and a miss, and a stolen base attempt,
Not in time.
but not in time.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this
So now they have a runner at second
really well.
with a chance with a hit
Good job there by the baseline.
to end this game, maybe. You see baseball. And of course, Kyle Tucker was instrumental in getting the run that Houston needed in order to tie the game in the bottom of the eighth. So let's see if he can get a big one right here.
In the dirt here. But it
Well,
did skip
they
away.
managed to keep the runner at second, 3-2.
Possible game winners at second base here with one away. A little bouncer.
All right, still 3-2 after that foul tip.
Ready with another two-strike offering. Got him.
Swing and a miss, and they'll have to throw him out to get him out, and they do.
To record the
2 down.
Good pitch there. That was
And for Holmes, that's his first strikeout.
to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
All right, so Carlos Correa was instrumental in tying the game up,
Correa. As he'll watch
but let's see if he can come in and come through to
He's got a chance to bring in
win them the game. Let's see.
question is whether they'll even
Thanks, TJ.
the 1-0.
Oh, fouls it away. 1-1.
That's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
The set and the 1-1.
I'll tell you one thing. I was not expecting a classic with this first game. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. I just didn't think it was going to be this close.
Fouled off.
I mean, it was a 5-6 game last time. in game 1. But this one is more low scoring here.
Another two-strike offering.
2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
This one's down to third.
And they get the out at first, and it is still 1-1.
One left for Houston.
You have to think that whoever can come up with the next run is probably going to win this thing. You have to think.
Is into the ballgame now as he assumes duty.
Jordan Alvarez now at center field.
Phil Maton takes the mound to start.
Meanwhile, Phil Maton coming in. I mean, if this keeps up, we might just make this a one-game show, man.
Set to go is the veteran first baseman.
I hope not, but I mean, you talk about a game that may very well be an all-time classic. This is it.
The 1-0 will be
And a base hit to start off with.
and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Well, they limit it. They limit to a single, but it's a base hit nonetheless,
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting.
and it's a big one.
Keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the
So now the Yankees have something.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
Swing and a miss.
Swung
Well,
and missed for strike
the judge is going to have to do
versus this
something else because he cannot try to swing and go for the fences. I mean, Maton would have to give him something that he could hit for that to happen.
down the left field
Although,
line and deep.
well, it hooks foul, but had it been straightened out, that probably would have been out. 0-2 now. And if you're Judge, you got to protect.
And he struck
But you cannot go golfing.
the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
One down.
Breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And up next is Giancarlo Stanton.
Standing in now. Giancarlo
And he himself is also 0 for 3,
fastball in there
or
at the
0 for in this case, but has not been able to get a hit.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away.
Swing and a miss again.
And it's strike 2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Got him.
Swing and a miss again.
For the third time. That's back-to-back.
That's 2 in a row for Phil Maton that he's got 2 strikeouts after giving up the opening hit.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
All right. Next up is Joey Gallo. And he himself is also 0 for, as he's 0 for 4.
Can't catch up on a fastball for letters, and it's strike 1.
In fact, he's 0 for 8 in this entire series.
Go-ahead run at first. Comes set. The 0-1.
Yep, too far outside, so he wasn't going to swing at that. And too low.
Around the knee.
Not going to swing at that.
Quite catch the bottom of the zone.
And also too low.
To 3-1.
And up next is MBN John.
Be next.
And if Joey Gallo does get on base, then John has a chance.
And he misses with it.
And indeed he does go on base as Maton walks
Scoring position.
Joey Gallo.
Just a nice piece of hitting right
So
there.
now you have runners at first and second with John, who was 1 for 4 today.
Patiently work the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if this
Well,
team
Maton's going to have to shake that off because if he's unable to, and John gets a big hit,
Went down on strikes.
This could put the Yankees on top, so we'll find out.
The system, especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
1-0's the count. Can't talk. And he gets a dribbler, but he hits it right to the first baseman. And again, the Astros can win with 1 run.
Getting late, 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. All tied at 1-1. So now to the plate.
Well,
Number 36.
there's your boy Toad.
Now the first pitch.
So let's see what your boy Toad's going to do. Can I do it? Can I finally get on base? Can I get a hit? Oh, here's a little dribbler, but not far enough. 1 down.
Set now for the bottom of the 11th. And here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. Here's the pitch.
And, ooh, a bit. I thought for a moment that was a bit outside. In fact, Dusty Baker didn't really like that last call there.
They both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit too far off the plate.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
All right, so 0-2.
Ready with another 0-2. Swinging a ball hit on
Still foul. Fouled it off. Still in 0-2. So far, pitching and defense has dominated this match, and he gets it on the outside upper corner. That was just a great pitch there by Clay Holmes.
You could say these lineups have been.
All right, let's take a look.
I always like to give credit to pitching and defense. And they've been fantastic.
Hi again, Patty. And Patty, we're still in the middle of our, well, not middle, but now we're close to the end of our first game, although it's in extra innings at this point. Now, if Brandon can somehow get, I mean, well, not just Brandon, but rather if Houston can get a run in any way, sort of fashion, then Houston will win this game.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of
But
those
yeah,
guys
we're in
have
extra
been
innings,
close to the
man.
strike zone.
Or Patty.
Ready with the 2-0.
And a couple of bad pitches there by Clay Holmes. He's going to have to straighten those pitches out, otherwise you're just going to give Brandon a free base. But right now they already have 2 outs. Fouled away. Still, well, now it's 1-3. Or 3-1, excuse me. And Cuevas gets walked. So now you have Cole Weston.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk.
And even if he doesn't hit a home run,
To a speed demon
a
like
well-placed triple may very well put Cuevas in range to get the run. Let's see what happens here.
Number 27. Game on the line here and a ball deep in the gap.
And of course, Clay Holmes knows that this guy has dynamite in his arms. Or with that bat. So he's got to be careful.
Pitch, a check on that winning run at first.
Been watching your stream
Back safe.
on my Switch and Samus is on my phone at the same time. Incredible.
Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here.
And also seeing to it that Brandon does not try to take a stolen base, as he already has a stolen base, to his credit.
The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Possible winning run.
2-0 is the count.
2 out here. Just a bit high.
Well, make it 3-0 now.
Get the call.
well, he was
I mean, I really do not blame these pitchers for not wanting to pitch this man.
fun to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ready
Got one. 3-1. And another one. I thought for a moment that was out.
For an RBI, put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
All right, so 3-2. Now Weston has got to protect. And he hits it, but he hits it a bit too weak to Elmeister, and they get the out at first. And yet we are continuing this game. This is incredible. This is incredible, man. Here's Elmeister.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes.
But yeah, Wally, I mean, it is still tied, though.
One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same.
But there will have to come a point where I might have to pivot and, you know, just make this one game its own thing. However, well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box, it can be a real effective pitch when it's located well.
But a swing and a miss by Elmeister, and he's out.
To the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Gary Sanchez, the only man that has provided the one run. If he can hit another home run, which he's done already, then he'll put the Yankees up 2-1.
Hit the other way.
Hits it the other way. Can he do it again?
Tucker. He makes
Nope.
the running play.
Not far enough, as Tucker manages to make the distance and get it. That was close, though, because it could have just as easily dropped. But
Now to the plate here is
instead, it's the second out.
he struck out swinging in his last trip to the
And drinking some, or eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and drinking some Kool-Aid. Sounds good, I'm not going to lie.
strike one to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone.
I will say this, though. Matten is pitching a game of his life, man.
2 men out.
But I have to think that as we get into the extra innings... Whoa, nice hit, though. But it's not far enough.
Find some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the
I mean,
ball.
Yankees just cannot get a run.
Domingo Germán will be summoned here to start the
Domingo Germán
scenario for him is to take us to the 13th.
is up next. I mean, at some point, someone had to replace Clay Holmes.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jose Altuve struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Swing and a miss.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out
Oh,
to me is they're
well,
right after him. They're not pitching him like
got called a strike at the first base by the first base umpire. Oh, yep, too low. 1 and 2.
Back, it's 1-2 now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And they'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time.
And Germán having a bit of trouble locating the pitches down low,
And it's fouled away.
but does get a foul there.
Here's another 2-2.
Oh, foul away again. And hits it the other way, and they do get a hit. So
All right, I'm going to need this guy to find his way across the plate. I think everybody's ready to
now,
go.
if Houston can keep that momentum up, and get a couple more hits,
Looking to launch and end it with the walk-off homer.
then they'll have a great chance to win this game.
Himself in good position.
Jordan Alvarez, who came in for Brantley, let's see if he can come up with a big hit here. Unfortunately, not so much. One down. Alex Bregman, 2 for 5 with 2 singles and a run.
Don't need anything special.
In fact, the one run that had tied the game up.
That runner up 90 feet. Don't be shocked if the sack bunt gets laid down.
Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the Yankee bullpen.
In the bullpen, you have Zach Brenton and Chad Green.
The 1-0. And he won't bother
2-0 is the count.
It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0.
2-1.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll too.
Now the 2-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything
As well as
is
3-1.
as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. You
Well,
elevate the
especially if you're Herman, the last thing you want to do is start walking the Astros, because if you do that, you pretty much put them in position to win.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses.
Well, and in fact he did walk him. So now you have runners at first and second with an out. And Kyle Tucker up next.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, great job
Unless
finding the
he's
zone.
plotting a double play, and that may very well be true.
Gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a
That
must.
very well may be true, Brendan Simon. Fouls it away.
Barely able
0-2.
to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Well, now it's up to Tucker to protect.
One away. And he'll strike out here yet again.
And a strikeout.
To forget thus far, 4 strikeouts.
So,
Now at the plate here is
again, runners at first and second, this time with 2 outs.
and the winning run at second.
But there you have Carlos Correa, the man who delivered that RBI. They could definitely use his help again.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out.
All right, 1-1.
Now a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1. Oh, that's a little bit outside. 2-1. Two and one, here it is. He's fallen behind now.
And
3-1.
ball 3.
3-1.
3-1.
Have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Big pitch here. 3-1.
3-1, here it is.
Swing and a miss.
Strike swinging, chased a
I'll catch the replay of the other game. Okay. I'm sorry that this took longer than I thought it was going to take. I thought, you know, I thought we would be in the second game by now, but unfortunately it didn't work out.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece.
Which brings up the question, what should I do? Especially if the game continues. And the game is going to continue. Unbelievable.
Play at least one more. Two left for the Astros. Still tied, one apiece. Pedro Baez takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the AB now.
All right, I'm going to send a poll. All right, so I just want you to get your guys' opinions. Should I save the second game that I had intended for this game or for this stream to be its own game? Yes or no? And then the poll's going to end when this game is eventually over. So right now it's one vote, but again, you have until then. I can always change the title of this video, so I have no gripes about it. There you see Zach Greinke. I know that Zach Greinke, among others, has his own YouTube channel, often confused for Zach Hampel, but no, Greinke's awesome. I like him as a YouTube personality. But anyway, you have Anthony Rizzo at the plate. And Pedro Baez is at the mound. I forgot to mention that little part right there. Come on, Guts. Vote, please. Oh, guys. Okay.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. I mean, this is a strikeout fest, man. I mean, good for pitchers, but not so much for, you know, hitters as well as, you know, trying to end this game here. But something's got to give. Eventually, something has to give.
Now here's the first offering.
Phone has a mind of its own, lol. Yeah.
Ready with the 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. A ballman, 2 strikes.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights.
All right, 1-2 is the count. And Judge is still hitless. You just get the feeling that if Judge can just wake out of the slump that he's in, you have to think that if Judge wakes up, then Houston's in trouble.
2-2. On the ground to the left
Hits it, but he hits it right to the second, or the shortstop, sorry. But they get the out at first, and that's the end of the half inning.
1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1.
All right, well, up next is yours truly, and just like the others, I'm also hitless as well.
Snide here. Over 5 so far. First pitch on the way.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
0-1 is the count. Oh, fouls it away. 0-2 now. A dribbler, but can he make it? Oh, wow, almost got it. I almost beat it out, but they managed to beat me out. One down. It's it the other way, but it goes out. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit right to the third baseman, and 2 down. Man, neither one of these teams can get. They can't string enough hits in order to threaten to get a run. They can't even buy a run to save their lives right now, man.
First offering. Two now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the
4 say yes, 1 says no. Question is, should I save the second game for another day? That's the question for those who don't know, who are watching this on the replay.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he gets a chopper. Is it going to fall? It does. Wait, he's going to try to go for second. Why would you do that? Wow. And Brandon, I mean, I get what he was trying to do, but he's trying to do too much. And unfortunately, he gets tagged out at second when really he should have just taken the single and passed the baton to the next guy. But instead, it's still tied, and we're in the 14th inning. Unbelievable.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Here's the pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field.
And popped up. And yet another pop out.
All set to begin the 14th inning, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo.
I'm really at a loss of words to say. Really, I am.
Jump set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Really? 29 innings?
Now the pitch.
2-2. But yeah, that's crazy. 29 innings?
Hitter, so Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for this action pitch right here, 2-2? The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third.
And another strikeout.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good
Uh-oh.
power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, John. take strike one on the fastball here. No balls in the strike. And looking to
Okay, there we go.
improve on a 1
I was
for 5
fixing something
effort
on
so
the
far.
on my end. All right, so 2 outs, and John is at the plate.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and one. Here it is. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Two and one is the count.
Here's the 2-1.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
All right,
2 out.
fouls it away. Still 2-2. I mean, what more can I say? Really, it's just, it's unbelievable. And got him looking.
So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Pretty
All right. Well, up next is Weston, Altuve, and Alvarez.
Right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, all tied at 1-1. And stepping in, number 27. He'll lead things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half.
Well, now Herman is going to have to be very careful, especially against Cole Weston.
Breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
I mean, that's the one guy you don't want to give a very bad pitch to have him hit with.
First 2 pitches off.
Okay, well, he held back, so it's 2-0. Fouls it away. 2-1. Fouls it away again. And gets caught looking.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place
I mean, there was a classic like this, like back with in the 1991 World Series. It was a duel.
inside with his fastball.
And anyway, yes, the game started at 8 p.m. Went until almost 4 a.m. The game was over when 2 players ran into each other on a fly ball, scoring the run from third. Oh, wow. That's insane, man. That really is.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball.
And he hits it, but the third baseman gets to it, and they get the out at first. 2 down.
Next, it'll be Yordan Alvarez. He popped out in his first trip.
And, okay, I don't know if you saw, but didn't I just see the guy stand on the dugout? Like on the railing? Did you guys not see that?
A little bit more over him.
The windup and the 1-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
An 8-hour game. Yeah.
He misses low here,
That's insane.
hot shot.
And he hits it, but he hits it right to Elmeister, who caught it in the shift.
1-2-3 go the Astros. Still tied.
Now we're going to the 15th. And speaking of Elmeister, he'll be up first.
Zach Greinke gets the pitch in
All right, well now Zach Greinke is going to make his appearance. I mean, at this point, really, it's probably for the best that these two teams, you know, like if
that'll give way to the
well, it's kind of a,
baseman.
I don't know, it's somewhat of a double-edged sword. I mean, of course, if New York wins, then the series goes to a third game, and both teams will be tired. But if Houston wins, And whoever comes out in the other series, I don't think they'll be 100% fully by the time they get to the World Series. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. At least the pitching staff won't be. And a dribbler, can they get him? They do.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez flew out last time up. First pitch of the AB now. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen.
In the bullpen is Kendall Graveman. And I think it's going to put whoever, regardless of the outcome, I have to think that's going to put Houston, or if New York wins, it'll put both teams, the pressure on the starter to have to go deep. Because I have to think that the bullpen is not going to be 100% by that point. There's only so many innings you can pitch. All right, so 2-2 is the count.
And he fouls this one off.
Fouled off again.
2-2 one more time. Popped him up.
And popped up.
Number 27 has a play. 2 gone.
And Cole Wesson manages to go all the way towards the Yankee dugout and make a play. So 2 down.
Improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch on the way. This is lined
And a
up.
single. Finally they get a hit. Anyway, I wish my mom was still here. She kept stats from all the baseball teams and could tell you what day, year, and the 2 teams involved in that game, along with hits, runs, errors, and who got them. That's insane. In fact, you could say that's, well, let me make sure that oh, I had some drop frames earlier. I didn't even know this.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu as he looks at a fastball that
But yeah, that's really awesome, Patty. It really is.
through right here.
In fact, you could say that it's nice, nice baby. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Hard liner to center field.
Oh, wrong one.
Hey, look at this guy's feet right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had to have
I had the wrong song. I don't know why I picked that one.
straight in the face, and he said, nice.
But now the Yankees have 2 runners on base, and it seems to me they have just figured out what to do.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo.
Well, now the pressure's on Zach Greinke, so now he has a runner at second.
Tries for him thus far.
The only saving grace is that he has 2 outs, but even still, all it takes is one bad pitch, and New York could very well take the lead right here. And he hits it right down the middle!
Diving effort here as he gets
Oh, but manages to stop the ball enough to make it a bases loaded situation here. And for the Yankees, this is the closest they have gotten to a run outside of that one run hit from Gary Sanchez much earlier. But now Aaron Judge is 0 for 6. But if he can deliver right here, all will be forgiven. Now this is the pressure cooker.
as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch.
Because if he walks Judge,
It's not easy to continue pounding,
then New York will score a run off of a walk
but he has to trust that getting the ball down to the zone.
and will have a 1-run lead. And in a worst case scenario, he gets a big hit and this game gets blown open. Let's see what happens. 1-1 is the count. Hits it the other way. Is it going to drop? No. Wow. You cannot get any closer than that. And the Astros still find a way to keep it a 1-1 tie. This is insane. Folks, this is history in the making, folks. You cannot make this stuff up.
And now here is Alex Bregman. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here.
Not immediate, but you get it. Yeah, exactly. And then LD's like, "Oh man."
What it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Runs outside, so it goes.
All right, 2 consecutive balls, 2-0.
Listen, this is his fourth inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers.
Hits it the other way, but he hits it right to Elmeister, and Elmeister gets the out at first. 1 down.
In time, one away.
Herman is doing pretty well. I mean, he's practically pitched half a game himself.
The outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
Has Herman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way inside the
Eating some chocolate pretzels. I mean, I was eating some pretzels too, but oh, and this could be, I believe,
could do it. Game over.
it's over. Tucker finally ends it with a walk-off, and the Astros are going to the World Series.
A solo shot here to straight away.
And for New York, it will not be 3 straight appearances in the World Series. Instead, it's going to be at the Astros. Unbelievable. The Astros have done it, but at what cost? I have to think that their bullpen is tired as all hell, but you got to give it to them. They get it done. All right. Let me close out the poll. Yeah, Kyle Tucker, let's see, look at this. Yep, gets it a bit too high. That was a bit too high and in his wheelhouse. And let's see, where did this one go? And that one went into the second deck. And of course, the majority say that that I should save the second game for another day, and in fact, I will do that. In fact, I might have to do that game this coming Friday night. That is barring any unforeseen circumstances, and if so, I will let you guys know. But
Justin Verlander. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top.
or actually, no, I might actually do that on another time. I'll have to think about that one. But yeah, I was really hoping I could get 2 games, but unfortunately, this game took longer than it should have.
This has been the American League champion.
I mean, that was approaching, that's like a game and 6 innings, or rather a game and 2/3. That's insane. And in fact, as you can see, the scoring, it was 0-0 up until the 7th inning. New York scored the home run to get up 1-0, but then Houston tied it up at the 8th. And for the next couple of innings, it was scoreless until Kyle Tucker got the job done. But that was an amazing game, in the words of Al Michaels. No relation, obviously, to Shawn Michaels. It's the Astros. What do you expect? Well, I don't know. I expected them to win, but really. But for the Yankees, they have nothing to hold their heads low on. But as it is, they still have to await the opponent for the other series. So now Houston awaits in the other series. in which Atlanta is in the lead. So we'll find out what happens next time. I will keep you guys posted as to when I schedule this. One thing I will say is that next weekend, um, especially on Saturday, actually I might decide to do the second game. That would be game 2 of Atlanta at Milwaukee next weekend or next week on a Sunday because I had something planned on Saturday, and I mentioned that I was going to do the Splatfest for um, Splatoon 3 because I want to give myself a break from WWE as much as I like WWE. Um, but that's something to keep an eye out for. But other than that, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I did, but I was hoping that the game would end in timely fashion so that we would get into the other game. But unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to do that. So we will save that game as its own show. But until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off, and I might as well ask Brandon really quick. So Brandon, how do you feel? I mean, obviously I feel great being in the World Series. It's my second appearance, but Brandon, before I go, how do you feel about being in the World Series? Awesome stream, TJ. Oh, thank you so much. It should have been me. Yeah, but unfortunately, it just wasn't. But you never know. But sadly, only 6 people can go. Unless I change the rules or whatnot. But other than that, though, but I mean, you're not alone. I mean, you have Cole Weston and you have me. So other than that, though, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sincerely mean that. With all that said, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22 signing off, and I will see you guys next week or next weekend rather. And I will see you for Splatoon 3. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing some practicing, as well as getting ready for not just the next Blue Toad Wrestling game or Blue Toad Wrestling show, but also for the upcoming next Fire Pro show in 2 weeks' time. So yes, we will be doing Fire Pro in 2 weeks' time. So do bear that in mind. And I will post the card when that is done. House of Black needs to be on the same team. Well, I given that there are only 10 teams you can put in the playoffs, that equivalates to 30 players. So you have 30 players divided into 10 teams. That's 3 players a team. So it may as well just be you, Crushing Kelly, and Atticus, save for a few instances. But other than that, I'll keep that in mind. But until then, have a great day, everybody, and do stay safe. Peace.